This video is sponsored by Clare Paint. Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing how I transformed this build-a-grade master bathroom to an amazing updated bathroom on a budget. Here's a look at some of the before images. The color is very boring with taupe walls, black cabinets, and the accessories color palette is not really defined. I'm going to update this bathroom using easy DIY skills that anyone can do. So without further ado, let's get started. Don't forget to sign up for my email newsletter on my website at DIYbyNikyFoster.com for bathroom updates and more. You are watching DIY by Niky Foster. I start by removing everything from the bathroom. This includes all the bath towels, decorative towels, electronics and wall art, some more towels, this shower tension rod on the vanity, which is being used as a jewelry holder, some more towels, all the robes, and even the sticky decal. I'm also removing this bench, which was being doubled as a hamper, and then finally all of the bath mats. And this is how it was looking so far once I removed everything, but I do like to take it a step further. So I am removing these hooks from the wall, these clear acrylic holders, which were by his and her sinks. I also took off this basic towel bar that was on the wall, as well as any other light switch or outlet covers. So after I took all the plate covers off and everything, I just put them in a plastic bag so I don't have to look for screws and stuff when it's time to reassemble and put the bathroom back together. It's one of my little tips I love to do. There were so many holes in the wall that once everything was removed, I needed to patch some stuff up. So I am actually going to be using Dry Dex. It's like a quick spackling fix. So there were a few anchors that needed to be pulled out, and then for those holes and other holes, I did use something called Dry Dex to patch them up. Dry Dex is like a quick and easy spackling fix for small holes. You can apply it with the spade that the mini kit that I use comes with. You can smooth it on the wall, wipe the excess off. It goes on pink, and when it dries, it's white, and then once it turns white, you can sand it down with fine grit sandpaper. Alright, so that's done. There was a hole here. Alrighty, and this is how everything is looking once everything was cleared out the bathroom. I felt like I really couldn't capture the color that was in here, so I wanted to just do this again before painting. So as you guys know, Clare Paint is sponsoring this video, and I'm really excited because I'm using a new paint for the first time. You guys know I usually use the Home Depot line, but now I'm going to try out the Clare Paint. So first things first is the paint swatches. Clare Paint offers stress-free paint shopping by providing simple designer curated colors, peel and stick paint swatches, and quality painting supplies all delivered to your home. The perfect color swatch allows you to sample any of the colors that you would like without all the hassle. So all you have to do is just peel and literally stick it to the wall and compare your paint shades in your space. I love that you can reuse the peel and stick paint swatches by moving them around for easy, mess-free paint sampling. And all of their paints are premium zero VOC paint. You just peel it and stick it to the wall. So this one is called Flat Iron. You know, so instead of painting the wall, I know how it looks just by a peel and stick. I think that is like ingenious. Like I love that idea. So that's Penthouse right next to it. This is called Frozen. And I did like that blue, but I don't think it was their vibe, so I didn't go with that. I like putting white next to a color as well. That's like one of the things that I do is I will like layer it on top just to see like how different the colors look. Hey guys, what's up? Today is day 2 of my in-laws bathroom makeover project. I'm wearing this is my painting shirt. This is part of my merch. To prep for painting, I am starting with the Clare washi tape to tape up the ceiling. One of the biggest mistakes I see DIYers doing is painting the ceiling by accident, myself included. This has happened to me in the past. I used to hate doing this part, but now I invest the extra 20 minutes it takes to do this. I found that it just makes life so much easier because I don't have to worry about painting the ceiling if I did make a mistake. So I do highly recommend this Clare washi tape or frog tape because it does allow your projects to come out looking so much more professional and clean. Normally I don't paint the trim, so I do cover the trim as well to catch any drips of paint. I also make sure to cover the outlets. And now I'm using the drop cloth to cover the jacuzzi so that no paint splatter gets on that. And then real quick, I'm sanding down the dried spackle to make sure the walls are nice and smooth. All right, so I'm using the Clare primer. This is the multi-use primer. the recommendations say to use the primer if you're painting over a dark color, and this color is darker than the one that I am planning on painting. So I am gonna go over it with just one light coat of primer first. To clarify, Claire's paint is self-priming, but as I mentioned before, I was painting a lighter color over the existing paint, so I did want to prime the walls just to make sure everything came out the way it was supposed to. Also, I have to mention that this is one of the smoothest primers I have ever used. I actually don't like priming at all, but in this case, I was pleasantly surprised with the quality of Clare Paint's primer. And then for the actual paint, I used the color called On Point. Claire's paint is water-based and is 0 VOC and Green Guard Gold certified, which ensures fewer pollutants and better indoor air quality. I actually got that from their website, and you can check out their website to see more about that. And also the paint is mildew resistant, and I feel like that is extremely important when you are doing a bathroom makeover. All right, so this is how I get behind the toilet without removing the toilet. This brush is really thin and can go around, so I can get all the areas underneath and behind. Easy peasy. All right, guys, so finally I'm done painting. I am gonna let this dry and then tomorrow see if I need to do any touch-ups. Whew. Okay, so that was the longest one day ever. I'm back finally after a couple days. I did not get to come right back to do this whole bathroom makeover that I'm planning because you know, I have 2 kids, we have recitals, practices and stuff. My mom came over, so blah, 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 blah. So now today I'm back, and finally I'm gonna check out the paint on the walls and see how it's looking. So far I'm loving the color. I kept the lights off and just used the natural light so you guys can get a real glimpse of like what the color looks like. So you can see already it is more like a silvery kind of tone with a hint of beige in it, which is pretty much what I wanted to do. So now I'm gonna actually change and just do any touch-ups that are remaining for the paint, and then I'm gonna get started on the cabinets. So be right back. For the cabinets, I removed the hardware first. Then I removed the doors along with the hinges. And if you're looking for how to clean your cabinet hinges, I do have that information in another bathroom makeover video, and I'll have the link to that in the description box below. Then I removed everything from underneath the cabinets. And I used this process for both his and her sinks. Next, I cleaned the cabinets using my Old Faithful recipe, which is my vinegar, water, and Dawn detergent solution. And it cleans like a charm every single time. I cleaned all the cabinets at once, then I cleaned the vanity as well. The black paint on the cabinets are really glossy, so I did test out 2 different methods so I wouldn't have to sand down the cabinets completely to the original wood color. So here it is. I sanded down the cabinets with 80 grit sandpaper. I'm using this mini sanding tool. I like using this one because I have better control. I had used this when I did my staircase makeover, and it's like my favorite tool to use when I'm sanding now. And you can switch out the sanding grit papers for different grits. So you can do 80, you can do 60, you can do 120. So they have different ones. When I'm sanding, I'm making sure I'm going with the grain to not mess up the wood. I didn't remove all the existing paint. I just really wanted to rough up the surface. Then I use my tack cloth to get any dust residue. The tack cloth is one of my favorite products to use because it really does help get that really smooth finish. As I mentioned before, these cabinets had like a really shiny, glossy finish, so I did prime them thoroughly using the Clare primer. I actually tried a few different methods of priming. I foam rolled one, I hand painted another, and none had the super smooth finish that I was looking for. And that's why I always use my sprayer. This is my favorite sprayer. It's the Wagner Flexio 4000. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. This is just what I've been using as a beginner to get those super smooth results, and it has worked for me constantly with any project that I have used painting anything. So just wanted to put that out there. So I just want to show you guys the difference between something that's like really primed versus something that's not primed. So I did go and prime this one a little bit more off camera so you could see. And so now I'm just going to go over these guys just probably like one more time. This one I really kind of didn't get good, so. And here's just a quick look at what it looks like if you decide to use a paintbrush to prime or paint your cabinets. I personally don't like brush strokes in my cabinets at all, so this is the reason why I do prefer to use a paint sprayer, because it gives it like a smooth, flat finish. When I finished priming the back, I then flipped the cabinets over and primed the front once everything had dried. This is another one of my tricks too. I usually paint the inside of the cabinets first so that if I mess up on the inside, I can improve my strategy when it's time to paint the front. For the actual color of the paint, I'm using a color called Whipped in a semi-gloss finish. This is also by Clare Paint. I know you can't really tell what the color is because the primer is white, but this paint is a creamy white paint. In between coats, I'm using a very fine grit sandpaper. The grit number is 320, and I use it so that no debris or any residue or anything settles onto the paint and messes up the finish. So after I lightly sand it with the 320 grit, I do use a tack cloth to wipe it off thoroughly to make sure that it's nice and smooth. Because the cabinets were originally a glossy black, I did end up doing about 2 coats of primer and about 3 coats of paint. Back in the bathroom, I finished painting the vanities. I sanded them first, just like I did with the cabinets, using the mini sanding tool. And then this is just me being tedious, but I did go and sweep the floor because a lot of the black paint had fallen on the ground. And so this is one of those things that I do. I like to clean as I go, so it's less mess overall and just less to clean up in the end. Before I painted anything, I covered the floors with the drop cloth and the washi tape, and then also I covered the side of the cabinet with the washi tape as well so that no paint got onto the wall. Then I primed both vanities first, and then I went back over with paint. The only difference I did was I used a foam brush, a small paintbrush, and a foam roller brush for the sides of the cabinet. The next day, I reassembled the cabinet doors back onto the vanity. Then I also started cleaning up a bit, removing the washi tape from the ceiling. And unfortunately, the shower is not being replaced right now, so I did buy a thicker tension rod and a 84-inch shower curtain to hide the sliding door. Today is day 5, and I'm adding some DIY printed photos to some picture frames. I will have these available for free download on my website, DIYbyNikyFoster.com. I'm going to be adding those frames as a gallery wall in this bathroom, so my best helper is assisting me with measuring so I can center these on this wall. Then I do a few calculations, I make a few marks, and then I'm ready to go. Originally, I had wanted to keep this mirror and add like a peel and stick trim similar to the one I used in my other bathroom makeover video, but this mirror just didn't look right with this bathroom anymore. So I did end up removing the mirrors. Then in the morning, I decided that if I'm going to be replacing the mirrors, I definitely needed to replace the vanity lights as well, because these just would not work with the new look that I was going for. So those vanity lights came down as well. Alrighty, it's a big hole here, so I had to patch that up, and tons of nail stuff. I don't know. Alright, it's all good. So with holes in the wall this size, you need a patch. The Drydex kit comes with a fiber patch, so I'm using it to cover up the large hole and also covering up all the other holes in the wall too. We are near the finish line, I have to say. Whew, but it was my bad for not thinking about doing this before, but it's totally fine. Mistakes happen. I did the same thing for her side of the bathroom, removing the light, spackling where needed, and then sanding down once the spackling had dried. Then, of course, I painted. I didn't mention this before, but I had installed the original hardware back on the cabinets, and then I realized that it didn't match. So her cabinet had one style and then his cabinet had another style. So anyway, I headed to Home Depot, brought some brass handles instead. I figured they would pop against the white paint, so I wanted to change them since I had to anyway. Then when I went to take out the screws were stripped so bad that I had to use a wrench to take them out. Finally. There was literally no grip in the screw. So I struggled with this part of the cabinets. Some of the paint got a little messed up from using a wrench. So I did have to use some light sanding paper, of course the tack cloth, and then a foam brush to touch up any spots that got scratched. So I kind of ran into a problem. I realized that this electrical set or whatever, electrical unit doesn't have an outlet box, and in order for me to install the new lighting, I kind of need one because this one really won't fit into the wall the way it's mounted. Technically, when you are doing electrical, it's supposed to have an outlet, like an outlet box, because that is preventative fires and it's just safety. So this is why there's codes in place for things like that. So I'm thinking about calling the electrician to come and help me with this because I see like pipes in here on the side and I don't want to like mess anything up. Again, this is like not my house, so I don't want to cause issues, you know. And another thing is I am not 100% professional. I'm still learning, so I'm not too big to call and ask for help when I need it. And this is how I learn along the way. My contractor did come and install the vanity lights for me. There was indeed a pipe behind one of the vanities, so the outlet box had to be moved over slightly. This is what it looks like without an outlet box, and this is what it looks like with an outlet box. And if you're looking for information on how to install bathroom lighting, you can check out my other master bathroom makeover video, and I do explain how to swap out lighting and, you know, do the electrical in that video. And to hang the heavy duty mirror, we use these 3/16 inch toggle bolts. And I'm just putting a few final touches in the bathroom. So today is reveal day. I am super excited to show my mother-in-law her brand new bathroom. It is a complete transformation than what it looked like before. She allowed me to have full creative control on what I wanted to do. So this is a total surprise. She does not know what it's gonna look like. She doesn't know the color I chose, nothing. So I'm gonna go get her. I'm hoping that she likes it. I know that she's gonna appreciate it without a doubt. So I'm super excited. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. Are you excited to see?
I am so excited. I want to get this mask off.
Do you have any idea? You think of what it looks like?
I have no idea whatsoever.
Can I see? All right. So, all right, Mima, take off your blindfold. Okay.
Oh my God! Look at this! Oh, I want to do the mirror so bad. Nicole, this looks like a different bathroom. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's beautiful. This is like something straight out the magazine. Wow. Look at the shower curtain, the pictures on the wall. That look so much better than what I had up there. Yeah.
I couldn't wait to get rid of that.
Oh my goodness. Look how pretty. Isn't that nice? Look at the pictures. It's so nice. Oh, so the bench. This is the bench I wanted. I love it. I was tired of that black.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so rich.
Yeah, so this is the bathroom.
And awesome.
Thank you.
I mean,
I'm so excited. She loves it. So that is it for this bathroom makeover. As you can see, before the bathroom was cluttered without a real defined style. And now the bathroom looks so refreshed and modern. It has a luxe vibe with the velvet tough seating instead of the boxy black bench and wooden stool. The white cabinets allow it to look and feel more bright instead of the black cabinets that made the bathroom look really dark. And the center DIY printed art with the mirrored frames allows it to look luxurious and stylish. And of course, swapping out the lighting and mirror upgraded the space along with swapping out the hardware. Also, the mirrors They were $129 each at Hobby Lobby, but Hobby Lobby was having a sale of 50% off of mirrors and wall decor, so I was able to get them both for the price of one. So each of the mirrors were only $64.50. And if you guys don't know, do not sleep on Hobby Lobby. They have lots of nice accessories for the home, not just farmhouse stuff, so make sure to check them out from time to time. And here's the total cost breakdown of this bathroom makeover. Clare Paint provided all the paint supplies I needed to paint, and of course I purchased some home decor items to update the space. Originally the mirror and vanity lights were not planned, but since I did add those in at the last minute, the total cost came to $897.09. I'll have all the links to the items I purchased in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Ooh, thank God. Well, that's not true. There's a few projects that was like stressing me out. Okay. This is gonna be some work that I was not expecting. And every time I open up an electrical of some sort or whatever, it's always some sort of new finding that I was like panicking. I was so stressed. Let me start over. But I did everything else. I did everything else, just saying.
Everybody in the video, give mommy 1,000,000,000 subscribers. See you later, alligators.